So this is quite a bad one, cupped in the middle. So I've got to basically get that to stop rocking, and then I can do some passes across the top. Okay, so I'm going to do this again, very, very high speed. We're going to be doing 76 mil for the highest point. Probably go, just to be safe, start at 80. This is by no means completely flat on the bottom, but it is no longer rocking. So there is some concave to the center of it, but it doesn't matter for what we're doing here. Plus this is going to be poured with resin, so the resin will find the perfect level, and again that's going to need finishing as well. So the main object here is just to dust free and easily get this thing flat and to a rough thickness. And if you've got access to a belt sander, a wide belt sander or drum sander, it can be a quicker way and more accurate way than using a router sled and having to set up pegs and hold downs and systems. So I was just giving you an example of what you can do with it, really. So that stopped then, if you noticed, and if you ever have that happen, all it is the sensor, the belt is not centered. When we had a look at the 40 grit, I obviously didn't center it properly, and the sensor felt that and cut it off. That'll be fine now. Okay, so we're now on to the other side. Let's look at the first side we've got to. Completely flat, ready for a resin pour. Bit of a clean up and a resin pour, and then start going down the grits to do it. So just a little bit there, it's not worth finishing that, so I'm gonna have to remove some of the resin anyway. So now we've got a completely flat surface. And what we're gonna do is just keep doing some passes till we get the same on there, light passes again. Okay, I forgot to time that, unfortunately, but probably took about 20 minutes, but it is completely flat, and it is obviously 40 grit. It's not got the marks from the router sled, which I then need to sand out anyway. So it's not as fast as a planer thicknesser, but it is a very wide piece. This is about 700 wide. You can now see all of that's gone, and you can really get a good idea of the grain. So I think the answer is yes, you can use WideBelt or drum sander. I've done it before on a drum sander as a thicknesser. It is a little bit slow, but with this machine having the variable speed and being able to whack it right up, and then the process is as it's going round, you're just tapping it down 2 or 3 points of a mil, sorry, each pass. If you take off too much on something like walnut, which is very heavy, hard going on the sander, then it can bog down a bit, but it's pretty good. And if we now have a look at the paper, remember we've done 2 pieces of walnut, which is, as I say, the hardest. Just pull this knob, that'll release the tension, and let's have a look how the paper's coping. And it is coping really well. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm really chuffed with the supplier of this. I'll put a link in the description to the supplier. Fantastic paper. This is the little sensor I was telling you about. It has to be centered on there, or else it won't start up. That's how it works, and it needs the air pressure as well to start. So just put my that's it. So now on, you'll see this on one of the future projects. This is going to be a table. This is one of 2, which is going to have some metal legs that we're working on, me and my son. So see you on the next one.